My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of As Above, So Below. And okay, the reception to this movie is very interesting because on Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 29% from the critics and a 42% from the audience. So it's very poorly reviewed. But over time, this movie has garnered a genuine fan base. Like, in some ways, it has kind of become a cult classic. And, okay, so I did watch this movie back in 2014, and I hated it. But, plenty of time has passed, my taste in movies has changed, so I just gave it another watch. And I was curious to see if I would like this movie more. And I did. It's still not great. I definitely have issues, but this is a damn solid movie, and I'm glad it has become a cult classic. So let's begin by talking about the cast. And Perdita Weeks is the obvious standout. She does a really good job here. She carries the movie very well. And then we've got Ben Feldman, who does a perfectly fine job, and Edwin Hodge, who also does a perfectly fine job. And everybody else is fine. Like, the supporting cast isn't the best here, but the lead performance is still very good. And what I love so much about this movie is that it kind of feels like a whole version of National Treasure. Like, it feels like a genre blend between adventure movie and horror, and I just love that aspect. It allows this movie to feel fresh, it allows it to feel new, and I do get a genuine sense of adventure here. But at the same time, this movie manages to be very claustrophobic at points, and it can be tense. Like, I was on the edge of my seat for so much of this movie, and I've told this story before in my review for The Descent, but I have been spelunking, and I love it. Like, it's very claustrophobic, it's kind of scary, but it's also just thrilling at the same time. And, you know, this movie's obviously scarier, but I don't know, it captures that excitement. So, okay, the first 75% of this movie I legitimately love. But it does fall apart for me in the last act. It kind of goes from a claustrophobic horror adventure movie to a cliche supernatural horror movie, and I just really didn't care for this. It's I don't know, the supernatural element became too much, and it's just not as effective, and I thought it ended the movie on a really weak note. And it frustrates me because I want more spelunking, cave diving horror movies. I really do. And we have The Descent, which is great, and then it turns into a monster movie. We get this movie, which is great until it turns into a supernatural movie. And I would just like a cave diving spelunking horror movie with nothing extra. Like, the claustrophobia is enough, and I don't get why, you know, why they had to go in this direction. Yeah. I didn't talk about the found footage, and I know some people complain about it here, but I do feel like it adds a freshness to this genre. You know, it makes it feel more like a horror movie. So I was actually okay with it, despite its distracting moments. And yeah, so it's a solid movie. Like, it's The Descent meets Grave Encounters. I didn't really care for the supernatural aspect, and it loses its scale factor in the last act, but up until then, this movie is excellent. It is tense and claustrophobic and offers a really unique experience, and I dug it. Dug it. Anyway, so I'm giving As Above, So Below a 7 out of 10. I also do love the poster for this movie. It's actually pretty sick. But as above, so below. Have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.